There's such a history of deep, absolute repression, and not just in a traditional way where you can't reach your goal, but beyond that, there's humiliation, there's a going out of your way on the part of the government to bring you down, to squander your talent, to squash your to squash you, not just with your art, but mentally and physically. There is, in the history of Russia, there is torture, there is death, there is absolute execution for no reason. Stalin's purges I'm referring to. Because so many of my favorite artists happen to be from that time, it's actually very, very difficult for me to look at somebody like the Pussy Riot, only because I remember reading even a quote somewhere from maybe the lead singer or whatever, and she said she's definitely a political activist. For me personally, I don't know if she's an artist. Her quote that I remember saying, this is, and I support the passion, and I support maybe the change, but to say to the press or whoever's taking your interview, you don't even have to really sing well, you just have to scream, shows me a lack of respect for your art. There are people like, I'll give you an example, Mikhail Zoshenko. I'm reading his book now. He had the best satire on what was happening in Russia. He's a very talented favorite author, Anna Akhmatova. She's a poetess. The art that they made, it wasn't even political half the time. And their absolute struggle to bring that out into the public, or Pasternak, Boris Pasternak, him being censored. He wrote a book and it wasn't read by his country. He wrote a book about and for his country with a true heart, describing just daily life, not complaining, and it was censored. To spend your life on something, on developing your craft, on being the best author you can be, on being the best singer you could be, nurturing your voice, nurturing your music, nurturing your talent, that to me is an artist.